Okay, salut. Hi again. So this is the last video on holidays, I promise. So these are the activities that you would do while on holidays. So les activités à la campagne, activities in the countryside. Visiter une abbaye, to visit an abbey, which is basically visiting a monastery. Un bois is a wood. A wood. Think one of the subjects that we studied in the school chapter was le travail du bois, woodwork. So un bois, a wood, you might go for a walk in the woods. Un champ is a field. So you might walk through the fields, or in France you might admire the lavender fields. Le paysage is the scenery. Okay, the scenery, think the countryside, the scenery. Le paysage. Okay, une colline is a hill. It might be your first time now seeing that word. Une colline, a hill. Les fleurs, the flowers. Les arbres, the trees. So just to recap on those 6 words, un bois, a wood, a forest basically. Un champ, a field. Le paysage, the scenery. Une colline, a hill. Les fleurs, the flowers. Les arbres, the trees. Un lac, a lake. Une rivière, a river. So those 2 words are fine. Now, un marais is a swamp or a marsh. So think a nature reserve. They usually keep them for. So un marais, a swamp, a marsh. And une tourbière is a bog. Une tourbière, a bog. No, they don't have much bogland in France, but they do have certain amounts of it. Une tourbière. I think there's like Turbury rights in Ireland. Turbury rights are rights to a bog, to cut your bog. So un lac, a lake, une rivière, a river, un marais, a swamp, a marsh, une tourbière, a bog. Les vignes are the vines. They're the trees that grow the grapes. So les vignes. And un vignoble is a vineyard. So les vignes are the vines that grow the grapes to make the wine. Un vignoble, the vineyard. And as you know, le vin, V-I-N, is wine. Okay, faire du cheval, ou faire de l'équitation is to do horse riding. And jouer au golf, to go golfing. And finally then for the countryside, faire une excursion. Well, you can do that anywhere. Faire une excursion is to go on an excursion. So to go on a trip. Okay, to go on a trip, to go on an excursion. Okay, where are we headed next? Les activités à la mer, activities in the seaside. Aller à la plage, to go to the beach. Aller au bord de la mer, to go by the sea. Se faire bronzer sur la plage. That's basically to tan on the beach. So think you're bronzing yourself. Se faire bronzer sur la plage, to go tanning, to tan yourself. Prendre un bain de soleil is to go sunbathing. Think la salle de bain, the bathroom. So bain de soleil, sunbathing. So se faire bronzer sur la plage, to go tanning yourself. Prendre un bain de soleil, to go sunbathing. Se baigner dans la mer is to bathe in the sea, so to swim in the sea. Se baigner dans la mer, to bathe or to swim in the sea. Nager or faire de la natation, both mean to swim. Se détendre, to relax. Le sable is the sand. And une dune, a dune. So le sable, sand, and une dune, a sand dune. Une falaise, that's a lovely little word now to have. Une falaise is a cliff. So like in the French tourism things now, if they're promoting Ireland, they'd often refer to les falaises de Moher. So the cliffs of Moher. So une falaise, a cliff. Une île, handy word to be familiar with. Une île, an island. Une île, an island. Un rocher is a rock. So un rocher, a rock. Un coquillage is a seashell. Un voilier is a sailing boat. So think la voile is sailing, un voilier, a sailboat. Now, all the different types of we'll say CA water sport activities. Faire du surf is to go surfing. Faire des sports nautiques, to do water sports. Faire de la voile, to do sailing. Faire de la planche à voile, to do windsurfing. Faire du ski nautique, to do water skiing. Okay? Se noyer. Sorry now for putting in this verb. I hate it. It's a horrible verb, but just I said I couldn't squeeze it in anywhere else. Se noyer is to drown. Okay, if someone drowns. Il s'est noyé dans la mer. So he drowned in the sea. Anyway, back to holiday vocab. Les activités à la montagne. Les activités à la montagne are activities in the mountains. So whether you're going there in the winter with the skiing and the snow or in the summer for hiking. Se balader en forêt, so to walk. Se balader is to go for a walk, same as se promener, so to walk in the forest. Faire du ski, to go skiing. Une forêt, a forest, it's feminine. Un glacier, a glacier. La neige, the snow. Un sommet, the summit, so the very top of the mountain. Une piste de ski is a ski slope. So think in the airport vocab, we had une piste was the runway. So that was the runway track. Whereas on a ski slope, it's the runway track or the ski track. So une piste de ski, a ski slope. So that path that you must take for your skiing, depending on whether you're a beginner or advanced. Okay, les activités en ville is the final section. Then les activités en ville are activities in a city. Découvrir la ville. Découvrir la ville is to discover the city. Okay? Se promener au centre-ville. You could use se balader au centre-ville, so to go for a walk in the city centre. Voir des monuments. Voir des monuments, to see the monuments. Visiter des musées, to visit the museums. Assister à des spectacles, to attend the shows. So assister à des spectacles, to attend the shows. Faire le tour de. So that's to go around, to have a walk around, to have a look around. Now if I was saying faire un tour du monde, to go on a world trip. Okay, to have a look around the world basically. So faire le tour de la ville, to have a look around the town, to go on a trip around the town or the city. S'amuser, to have fun, to enjoy oneself. Un guide. Now, un guide can mean two things. Un guide can mean a tour guide. So, literally, they guide you around the city, tell you all the different touristy information. Or un guide can refer to the tour book, the guidebook that you buy and bring with you. Une carte, as we know earlier, can mean a card. Une carte here refers to a map. So, you might need a map of the town or the city. Visiter, to visit. So, we know we use that verb when we're talking about visiting a city, a monument, a place. Visiting a person is rendre visite à. L'itinéraire is your itinerary. So what's on the itinerary? What's the plan for the holiday? Un monument historique. Un monument historique is a historical monument. Un palais is a palace. So that's the Palace of Versailles outside Paris. Un château, a castle. Une fontaine, a fountain. So une fontaine d'eau, a water fountain. What else have we? Un gratte-ciel is a skyscraper. Okay, so le ciel is the sky. Un gratte-ciel, a skyscraper. Des souvenirs. Obviously, we know that souvenir means memories. Think the verb se souvenir, de, to remember. So think we take away our souvenirs from holidays with us. It's our memories, what we like to bring home to remember the holiday. Des souvenirs. Entrée gratuite. We love when we see that in the entrance to a building anywhere in France. It's free entry. Entrée gratuite. Entrée payante is charge on admission. So you have to pay an entry. So charge on admission. Une brochure is a brochure. So I think you might go to the travel agents and pick up a couple of brochures about Spain, Portugal, France, etc. Now, un dépliant is similar, but it's more of a leaflet. Un dépliant sur les sites touristiques, so a leaflet on the tourist sites. Un plan de la ville is a map of the town. So une carte would be more of a big geography map, whereas un plan de la ville is more of a smaller kind of a map. Now on this map here we have les arrondissements. Les arrondissements would be the districts. Now because Paris is so big, it has been divided up into districts. So like the Eiffel Tower or the Louvre Museum would all be in their own districts. So they might be in the 7th or the 15th or the 1st district. So le premier arrondissement, le 18e arrondissement. So check out what hotel, your hotel location, what arrondissement, what district your hotel is in. Okay, and une boussole is a compass. I'm not sure if you even need that word, to be honest. Okay, I think that's all the vocab. Thanks be to God, says you. Hope that helped.